Hi everyone, and welcome to Sports Watch. If you like the content, please press the bell icon for further notifications and like, share, and subscribe to the channel. For Francis Ngannou versus Tyson Fury turned out to be an absolute spectacle. And although Tyson Fury won by the barest of margins, the real winner of the night was undoubtedly Francis Ngannou. Now, Tyson Fury has received heavy criticism from his peers in the boxing community and the MMA community, and quite rightly so. Majority of them thought that Ngannou had won. Many of them claimed it was a robbery. Some of them, like Eddie Hearn, tried to milk the situation to his advantage by inserting Joshua's name in the mix and saying he would beat Fury in 6 rounds and Ngannou in 3. But after all the smoke clears, let the truth be told. Fury won the fight. It was an extremely close fight, but he did just enough to win. The dominant memory in everyone's mind is the knockdown and Tyson's face right after the fight. One knockdown doesn't win you the fight. Francis looked great, but won 4 rounds at most. Now let's look at the probable reasons why Fury looked that bad. Reason number one, lack of proper training. Tyson Fury himself said that he had a 12-week training camp for Francis Ngannou. But anyone who saw the fight could clearly make out that that wasn't the case. His timing was off, his footwork was slow, he looked lethargic. Tyson's brother Shane Fury said in an interview that he had been in camp for 12 weeks, but his coach, Sugar Hill Stewart, came in at the end. The gap in communication between the fighter and his coach was pretty much evident for everyone to see. Point number two, lack of motivation. Fury wasn't highly motivated for this fight. He underestimated Ngannou and thought it was going to be an easy payday. Like the Otto Wallin fight, his performance was extremely poor. His belt wasn't on the line, his fight against Usyk was lined up, so it wasn't a fight that he took seriously. Point number three, uncertainty. Francis Ngannou was having his first boxing match. So there were a lot of uncertainties about how he was going to perform. Conventional wisdom suggested he would try to be quick out of the blocks and try to knock Fury's head off. No one expected him to be patient and box Fury. So that element of surprise or unpredictability worked for Francis. Point number four, no physical advantage. Tyson Fury in all his fights has the reach and weight advantage over all his opponents. He outweighed Deontay Wilder by nearly 40 pounds in their last fight. But here Francis weighed at 271 pounds, only 6 pounds lesser than Fury. But when it comes to sheer strength, he was much stronger than Tyson. In the clinch, Fury usually leans on his opponents and wears on them. He couldn't do any of that sort of thing against Francis. In close quarters, Francis actually landed some decent shots. Number 5, cash grab. The great Marvin Hagler once said, "It's tough to get out of bed at 5 a.m. and do road work when you have been sleeping in silk pajamas." Tyson Fury, like all the great boxers before him, might just have lost his hunger for the sport, and all that he cares about now is the money. Earlier, he used to say he didn't care about the money, he would fight Joshua for free. Now he wanted a 70-30 split for the Usyk fight. And this fight against Francis was nothing but a cash grab. The guy that fought Deontay Wilder in the second fight would have wiped the ring with Francis. But the difference between those two guys is the hunger. Point number 6. Effect of the Wilder trilogy. The trilogy with Deontay Wilder has taken a lot out of Tyson Fury. He has been knocked down 4 times in those 3 fights, and 2 of those knockdowns were brutal. It was a miracle how he survived and won the fight. But slowly, we are seeing the effects. The left hook that dropped Fury on Saturday night wasn't really a vicious one. It was more timing, but Tyson's ability to take shots are getting less. He got knocked down for the 7th time in his career, and 5 of those knockdowns have come in the last 6 fights. And the Kronk style means he takes more chances. He is not as elusive as he used to be. Point number 7. Inactivity. The major cause for Tyson's poor performance is his inactivity and time out of the ring. It has been nearly 11 months since he last fought. Sparring can never substitute fighting. Lack of ring time contributed in his timing being off, his lack of sharpness, his footwork being poor. So where does Fury grow from here? The answer is the undisputed fight with Alexander Usyk. Before we get there, he needs some time to recuperate and get his head straight. He shouldn't rush into the fight on 23rd December. It's too smart for that anyway. He should take some time off and go on a full camp with Sugar Hill. Fury usually follows up his worst performance with his best. And the only good thing that came out of this debacle with Ngannou was invaluable ring time. He got to spend 10 rounds in the ring with Francis Ngannou. He faced adversity and still got his hands raised. He would be in much better shape in his next fight just because he would be more active. People's memories are short lived. They forget that Fury is still the favorite against Usyk, and if he performs to the best of his abilities, the chances of him victorious is far more. However, you are only as good as your last performance, and based on that, Tyson Fury is in trouble. But dare to discount the Gypsy King at your own peril. He beat Deontay Wilder after being 3 years out of the ring and ballooning to 400 pounds. Surely a man who did that is capable of some unbelievable feats. And let's just hope for the sake of undisputed, Fury gets his motivation back and the pair of them give the fans an unbelievable fight. Let me know in the comment section what you feel, and if you like the content, please like, share and subscribe to the channel.